to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in Sound 2 is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the Siren of the Ballad, right? Yes, in Borginese, Lammy means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was. Ah, we learnt about the siren. Machi. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in restaurants in Borginia. He is an orphan. Yeah, his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. Oh, pardon me. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had nevertheless left Borginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are Lammy, together always. Mr. Latouze? Mr. Latouze was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latouze at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And, as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter? Even though you speak English? Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouze from the Republic of Virginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouze was a talented man. The Siren of the Ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it has become so well known. The Siren? That's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? You were the Siren, right, Lammy? That is the meaning of my name in Borginese, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the Siren was you. What do you mean, important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. The Siren. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouze, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouze, can you hear me? Ask witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouze. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is... Siren. In which case, Lammy would have known that he's dead. He said Siren. Really? But I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouze said that. Ask the witness. And you're the Siren, Lemmy. Did you see what happened? No response, Lemmy. Might I ask, are you with the police? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. Okay. Her tone has changed a lot. But Lemmy, I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Okay. Her tone changed a lot. Bitch. Trying to find out what happened to your boss. Man. Give us a hand, jeez. Doo-doo-doo. Is Emma still here? Oh. I guess. Doo-doo-doo. Actually, to be fair, there was one thing I never did in this room. I never examined. But to be fair, I don't even think there's anything useful in here. Don't look like it. These? Yeah. I could try. Look, it's a postcard of Lemmy. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. Must be her native tongue, Borjanese. A landscape painter in sound. This is how it would translate, roughly. Please, take one. A landscape painter in sound. That's a nice image. Okay, I guess that's what I missed. So now the game will continue? All because I missed a damn postcard, which means it's important. Should probably check the back of it. Or something. Oh no, you never know what might be on it. Own publicity postcard. Okay, I can't actually check it. Never mind. There we go. Whoa, who's there now? Hey! Ah, it's you. Where were you? Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong, the impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know. What, has the body disappeared? Awesome. Crazy shit. Oops, maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? Ah, I made a shitty joke, and it's true! The body's stupid. What else? Mr. Latouse's body has disappeared. What? Oh dear. Oh. Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latouse's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Oh yeah, it has. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the invest... There's no need for alarm. Fraulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latouse's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Oh! Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Geeta's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeta? Who's Geeta? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geetas. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeta's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Jesus, what the fuck? Disappearing act. Well, this sure is a... what did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it's a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Sorry, not much else I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoos should do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Where could I go to? There's literally nothing I could do. Examining-wise. Stage? Where would a body hide? Oh, that's their logo. That's what was on the mirror. In the wings. Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Pardon me. Let's check it out. Is it this? Examine everything. I can examine everything. Whatever. That stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lemmy and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining and start climbing. Ugh. That's one way of doing it. Didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 20 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. The body. The body. We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body and the guitar. What? Whoa, what? The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist. Machi... whatever your name is. What the fuck? They moved the body, gave it a guitar, and the pianist ended up there too? Huh? That's confusing. And we're back at the office. What the shit? Well, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouze. I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible. I guess they had proof of some kind. What proof could possibly prove that? Morning. Prosecutor Gavin. What a night, eh? I apologise for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all. Yet. The powers that be say that given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Lemmy was invited from Borginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Hair forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution. The enemy. Ah, right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney. What? Did you just say, me, the defense attorney? Oh. He's our client. That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lemmy. Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this. Jeez. Oh, I don't even have to move there. Isn't that nice? Jeez. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. You said that already. Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night? Oh shit, he doesn't speak English. I forgot. Huh? Oh no! Nobody knows Borginian. Borginese? Whatever. So this is gonna suck. That was when I realised how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Lemmy can help. But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Yeah, he's questioning her. Oh no. Good luck. I'm off to question Lemmy. He gripped his arm though, so he's injured. I'm guessing. I mean, why else would he grip his arm like he is injured? Well, what are we gonna do? That's a good question. Can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Yeah, they look like they're hurt. What happened? Oh, okay. That's the end of the investigation, I suppose. That took fucking ages to get through. Holy shite. That was an hour and 20 minutes. And I think I'm going to start doing this a bit differently in terms of saving. I think I'm only going to save when I know I'm going to end the session, because, I don't know, I still don't trust OBS completely to not crash. And so I don't want to have saved over my progress only to lose it by some stupid reason. So I will say no. I will save after the first trial. And let's just hope it's not a super-de-duper long trial, but we'll find out. Alright, District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for... how do I say that? Machi... Choba. Yeah. Your Honour, the pixie of the arpeggio. Or arpeggio. Right, his trial. Court is in session. The defence is ready, Your Honour. The prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge. Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. My opening statement, yeah? No. Actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about. Yes? Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them? I mean, you wouldn't say, get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill. Right after this trial, the Chief Justice's son. The Chief Justice? His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems. So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day. Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending? She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly. You're in luck, Herr Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First to review the victim in this case. Romain Latouze, age 35. The global manager for Diva Songstress, Lemmy. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. Oh no! I have just realised how this might end up completely fucking us in the ass. Yep, Machi is gripping his arm as if it hurts. And what did Emma say to us? If we shot the revolver, the recoil would most likely dislocate the shoulder. Case in point, bollocks. This report has all the details. The court accepts this into evidence. Yeah, I've just realised. And yeah, that's probably what they got him on, come to think of it. 45 caliber, that's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet. Boom, 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 boom. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved. I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse considering. Okay, we got the crime photo added. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. Yeah, I've seen them. I saw the markings on the wall. This is where the bullets hit. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. So we got a map. Nice. If we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use. Really? Yeah, apparently, weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. The defense will take more care in choosing examples. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room has only one entrance, this door. That does seem to be the case, yes. However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots. He's talking about you and Emma, huh? Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty. Save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible. I do like how he smacks behind him as opposed to the desk in front of him. I just think it's a nice, different thing to have happen. Yeah, it also looks pretty badass. Exactly, this murder was impossible. Yet it happened. For all but one person. One person? That is, of course, the defendant, Machi... whatever. Only this defendant could have committed the crime. But how? It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear. I read things weirdly sometimes. It's because I don't know what the follow-up word's gonna be, so I read strangely. Very well, I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Let the witness please take the stand. Boom, 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 boom. Your name and profession, please? Emma Skye, I'm a detective for the police department. This is straight. I think, is this the first case where Emma's actually been in the trial? I think it is. I was on security detail at the concert forum that night. Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say? Some security I was couldn't even stop a murder. Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know? I'm sure that makes her feel much better. I want to hear about these bigger mistakes. In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered. And we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances that day and your discovery of the crime, please. Alright. Huh. Murderous circumstances. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. What? Bullshit. It was lucky that a detective was first on the scene. But that door was the only way out of the room, right? Yeah, pretty much. There was the window. I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it? Yeah, with such certainty too. Looks like we need a bit more information. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Boom, boom. Murderous circumstances. Alright, it's time to hold it, and hold it, and hold it. Okay. Hold it. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? Why am I asking dumb questions? We know this. That's right. She should say, you were there. What was a detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods. Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day. You might say, the stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys, that whole morning. No, the whole day was ruined. I thought he was crying for a second then. It's all because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show, I couldn't open my guitar case. There he goes again. Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own. What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect. Oh, he just implicated himself. Love, slow acting, and new. What the hell is that word? Atroquinine? Is waiting for you. He's singing something. Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top? He's like an anime character. The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was, like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task. I see, I can accept that. Well, I can't. What do you mean, time on their hands? Please, the testimony. I keep thinking that pressing is up here, but it never is. We were let in, though. I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you. I gave the Frau Lane special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again. Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now. Gee, great. Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. So no other outsiders were there then. And then... Okay, that was a nice and short one. I do like when the statements are short. I like the additional dialogue, but I do like when they keep it nice and sweet. Short but sweet. I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos. What the fuck are those? It looks like a sausage, but it's apparently chocolate. A chocolate sausage? Hey, no snacking in cart. And you're sure the shots came from Lammy's room? Yes, absolutely. Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet. Katonk. Wow, that was great. Ah, thanks. So... that was good. How about it, Emma? Oh, Jesus. We were right there. I had to be mistaken about that. Please, either talk or eat. Not both at the same time. Right, so after that... me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. Oh god, I can't get over that fucking noise. Katonk. Oh, wow. I enjoyed that a bit too much. Rock? Blaring, yes. When you say rock, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? You newfangled kids and your technology. That's right, why would he not know what rock and roll is? He's an old guy. The shit? Makes no sense, man. When we went into the dressing room, we could hear, yeah, his theme. Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. They pipe sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. Oh! I thought it was just coming in through the wall, because it was that loud. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage. That makes a lot more sense. Did it have to be so loud? You don't listen to the governors with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. You always have the backstage monitors at full volume. When we walked in the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime. If you could hear that music playing, then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself. Anyway, I closed off the scene, and started... Oh god, my fucking... Okay. I was like, what? Why is she talking slowly? I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my computer. I might have to look into some things. It's because BlueStacks a memory hog. That's the only reason, but BlueStacks is also the best Android emulator around, so I don't really have a choice. So I closed off the scene and started my investigation. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. I don't know why I read that again, but whatever. How could you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen. We know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack. And I was standing in front of that door. So, how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility. The air vent. Ah! Holy shit. But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly... Exactly. Oh. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child. A child? Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed. And all of the people involved with the concert... Only one is small enough to be considered a child. The defendant. The pixie of the... Is it arpeggio? I don't know how you say that. Flitted up toward the sky, and disappeared from the scene of the crime. But that's just conjecture. Oh? There was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, Hair Forehead. And there is another vital piece of evidence. Evidence? God, again! Ah, what is happening? God, it's like I'm playing in slow-mo. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna check my, speeds. If I could. Oh, Task Manager won't even open. What the fuck? Everything's going wrong. Alright, whatever. Evidence? What? Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened. Wait, what? And something else was found, quite clearly. The defendant, Machi's fingerprints. What? What? Oh no, that's bad. Order, order, order. That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Hair Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you? Oh, bugger. Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie. Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping up in the audience. So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. I believe that's enough of that. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. Ugh. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict. Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit, I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. It can't be over already. Very well, I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence, the prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain. It is. Apollo, they've got us on the ropes already. We better come up with something quick. I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence, or a witness, that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. Without that... Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case? If you do, you'd better tell us about it now. This is it, and so soon. If I mess this one up, it's all over. The court wants contradicting proof? You fucking got it, bitch. Call a witness. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim that there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as prosecutor. And on my million-seller hit... Oh. So, Atroconine, my love. There he goes again. That's too bad, because there was a witness. Oh, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge that the prosecution clearly does not? Because I am the only one in the world who knows this. Before he died. What's going on? I just talked to him, and now... He's alive. Will this not literally just be hearsay, though? Because nobody else heard it. It was only us. So that could just be like, we're making it up to try and implicate, Lemmy. Mr. Latruse, can you hear me? Cold. Yes, he's so cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latruse. Latruse. Not Latruse. Latruse, tell me, who is the witness? The witness is... Siren. It's Lilith from Borderlands. What? The victim said this before he died? Perhaps he did, or perhaps he did not. Yeah, hearsay. What do you mean by that? All we know is what her forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. True. But it's the truth, he said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignored me completely. It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly this